What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rudy Rodriguez Showmont here. We got another edition of Washington Mystics Unfiltered. We're talking Cotie McMahon in this one. She spoke to the media, posted about 11 hours ago by their local news station, and we're taking a look at this interview with Cotie McMahon, and we're going to jump on in and talk about it. But before we do, hit the intro, baby. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Washington Mystics Unfiltered. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, leave your comments, hit the hype button, and all that good stuff. Let's build this channel up to be the best Washington Mystics channel around. Again, you may have questions of who I am. If this is the first time you've seen me, come on now, the podcast. That is my main channel, Her Game, Her Way Women's Basketball. But I love what the Mystics are doing in the last 2 years with their drafting, and they have drafted a back-to-back badass classes, and this class is absolutely savage. Cotie McMahon, I called her the steal of the draft. She was the steal of the draft. If she'd gone anywhere else besides Ole Miss, so if she had been at Texas, if she had been at South Carolina, if she had been at UCLA, if she had been at UConn, she would have been a top 5 pick. She was one of the only 3 players in the top 15 that were number 1 options on their team. And people have all kinds of opinions about Cotie McMahon when she was at Ohio State, etc. Oh, and they may question her shot making ability from the perimeter. They may question, what her attitude at Ohio State. She's a competitor, man. She is a dog of a competitor. And so you're gonna get that dog in her. I mean, the one area of her game that she got to improve upon, said it before, her perimeter shot. But when it comes down to it, she's a ball player. She's a game changer. She's a playmaker, man. 19.5 points per game, 45% shooting. Got to the line almost 7 times per game, 74% from the line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. She did it all for Ole Miss this past year. Her last year at Ohio State, 16.5 points, 44% shooting. She shot better from 3 actually at Ohio State. But that is, again, an area of the game that she has to improve upon. But let's take a look at what she had to say to the media up in D.C. Let's take a look. So here we go. This is courtesy of ABC 7 up in, I guess, the D.C. area. Let's take a look.
Well, welcome back to Toyota Sports Talk. It's one of the best times of year. Mystics basketball is officially back. And while we get reacquainted with the team, we are also getting introduced to a couple of new faces here in the district. First round pick, Cotie McMahon, joining us today. So great to have you here in DC. Thanks so much for the time.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
All right. It's been 5 minutes since you've gotten to the district.
Yeah.
What are your early thoughts on DC and your new home here in the W?
Yeah, I love the area. The people already seem so nice around here. There's so much to do, so many great eats. And I'm just really excited. I could tell that there's a lot of fan support for the Mystics and the Wizards and Go-Go and really all the sports in general here. So love that.
Well, you got the jersey on. You look good in it. What did it feel like to put that on for the first time?
Yes, it's a blessing, honestly. I'm really just grateful to have this opportunity and to be one of the ones chosen. Honestly, this is great.
When it comes to draft night, take us back because, you finish up a wonderful collegiate career, both at Ohio State and Ole Miss. You get swooped into draft night. You're on a plane going to New York, and then you're instantly here now in DC. It's a whirlwind, I have to imagine. Walk us through what that night was like, though, hearing your name called.
Yeah, the night was crazy. I mean, you always dream of, draft night to happen, but when it's actually in front of you and it's actually happening, you're like, wait, is this real? Is this really happening to me? So honestly, it was just so surreal. Obviously, it's what I've worked for, but to hear my name finally get called, it's just I could take a deep breath and kind of just soak it all in for a couple minutes, and then next day we're getting ready to come here, so it's you got the night to kind of enjoy it, but then you got to turn around and get back locked in.
So the fun begins though now. You're here in DC. When it came to your dream to play in this league, was that something that really began as a young girl, or was that something that really became cultivated maybe into your collegiate career later on in your career?
Yeah, I would say it's something that's kind of happened over time. I was forced to play basketball. Like I didn't just choose to play basketball. So I didn't take it serious until I received my first offer. But then I was like, okay, like maybe I do like this. Like maybe I do want to play this professionally. And then I got to college and I was like, oh yeah, I love this. Like I want this to be my life.
Okay, forced. I have to push you on that.
Yeah.
Who forced you into this? And maybe that was a good decision.
Look at that. A reporter that knows how to ask a question. I'm very impressed there. A follow-up to a response. I like it. I wanted to find out because I'm watching this blindly with y'all. I have not seen this video. So I want to do it with just regular reaction and pure reaction. And I'll tell you what, a lot of times I watch WNBA media really give the softballs. This is a feel-good piece, obviously, but she came up with a follow-up immediately. Boom, good job there. But respect.
Oh, my mom, because like I had an older brother, so he obviously played sports and I didn't do anything, but she was like, I'm just tired of you being at home and not doing anything, so find something to do.
I love it. Well, mom knows best.
Yeah.
So basically her brother was kicking her ass. Like I think that explains her style. When you have an older brother and stuff like that, and you know, I'm sure at some point she was outside playing with her brother or whatever. I don't know what age this was, but you know, when you got older siblings, especially males, if you're a female and they're into sports, well, one of her strengths is physicality and finishing around the basket. And you need to, if you have brothers, you got taught that physicality when you were young. So there you go.
Always.
Yeah.
Okay, good decision. That should put you on basketball. We look at your game now, I mean, obviously the tape speaks for itself, but if you could explain it, what your strengths are, what you really want to bring to this team and to the Mystics, what would that be?
Yeah, I mean, I would say my strengths are just, you know, pushing downhill in transition, getting the ball in the paint, making the right reads from there, whether that be finishing at the basket, making the spray out pass, or getting the ball up the floor. I think that is my strength. Also, my midi game has become so natural now. And I would just say I just need to keep developing my outside shot, but that'll come for the future. But I know that I can bring to this team my aggressiveness, my edge, and just my toughness to get downhill. And that's really all that's needed from me right now. So that's what I'm going to focus on.
That's an incredible place to start, first and foremost. Well, aside from your game, DC also wants to get to know you as a person.
Yeah.
Who is Cotie McMahon?
Yes, Cotie McMahon is just a ball full of energy. I love to have fun. I'm a little loud. I don't really have an inside voice.
That's good. We need a voice on the court.
Right. I love musical theater.
Now I know why I like her. She's like me. I don't have an inside voice either, man. I got respect. I feel that one.
History, love. I'm a TikToker, content creator in the working. We're getting there. And yeah.
This is the perfect city for all of that. Then. Are you a foodie? Because DC is also known for its food.
Yes, I'm a foodie, and I've already had so many great restaurants here. So yes.
Awesome. Well, looking at
who really isn't a foodie? Who doesn't like food? Who doesn't like a nice restaurant? Who doesn't like that? I've yet to meet someone who doesn't like food. I always found that thing about if you're a foodie to be a weird question because most people like food. I mean, maybe do you have a rich palate? I guess would be a better question. Like, do you like all kinds of food? Because foodie, I love food. I go to every steakhouse in your city. I mean, but am I going to go to every fish stop in your city? Because no, I don't like fish. So, but I always find that foodie question to be interesting.
This squad now, I mean, it's no secret that this is a young group and this is a group that's really developing and, you know, in those kind of early years of really becoming a competitor. Does that excite you being a part of something that's so young and so new and developing?
Yeah, it does excite me. I just feel like it just gives me the opportunity to like build an actual relationship with all my teammates because, you know, we're all kind of in the same boat. Like they're not vets, but they're also not rookies either. This is only their second year. And then there's Kira. But yeah, I mean, it just makes us be able to create a bond that, you know, not a lot of teams can create just because, you know, there's teams out here with people who have families and, you know, other life outside of basketball. But here, like, we all literally just got done playing against each other. So I think it's really cool.
Now, what were your early impressions on the Mystics? Like, did you know about the Mystics too much while you were in college? Did you follow the W? Kind of how much did you know about the area and about the Mystics before you got here?
Yeah, I follow the W a lot. The Mystics is always a team that I've kept in mind just because I knew that I could come here and make an impact and have an opportunity. But not only that, I knew that I would have an opportunity to make mistakes here and learn. Coach is big on just developing players and stuff like that. So I knew that this would be kind of the best fit for me as far as being a rookie.
How important is that too for someone who's so young, who's gonna, take your bumps and bruises early on, but be in a place that, wants you to go through that and wants you to develop?
Yeah, I feel like it's so important, especially to have a coach like Coach Sid. He already is just drilling into my head, like, never forget what you're good at and just bring it out here. You don't need to do anything special. Obviously, they've watched me my whole collegiate career. So they know what I'm good at, and they know my strengths, and they know how they want to utilize me within their franchise. So, he just keeps reminding me that, what I do is very important, and never let go of that.
Based on that, did Coach kind of dive into how he plans on using you guys? Because, you specifically, you're joining Shakira, you're joining Kiki, you're joining, Lauren, who was also drafted with you.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he just makes sure that I know, like, my downhill game is my strength, and to never let that go. I mean, I can get to the basket at will. My versatility to be able to guard all positions, that's really all he needs from me. So, yeah.
Did anyone kind of walk you through what it's like to play in the WNBA? I know obviously you followed it, but the game's a little different. It's a little, different athletes in that regard. Did anyone kind of give you like, hey, this is the league, this is what it is, or do you think you have to experience that firsthand?
I mean, you can ask all the questions in the world, but it's different when you actually have to experience it. But I would say I was really close with JC Sheldon, because obviously I played with her at Ohio State. And our relationship is something that, we'll forever have. So she's always been the one to kind of help me and guide me and, like, let me know of things and communicate with me.
Yeah, well, being in college and now being in the WNBA, there's no secret women's basketball is on the rise. And I'm sure you've experienced that and, the growth of the game and, more eyes on the sport. What is it like now being an athlete? Not only obviously are you in the W now, but just being an athlete that's a part of this growth, a part of women's basketball.
Yeah, I would say this is the best time for us to be coming into this league, only because it's changed so much for the better, and it's still changing. This is just a great opportunity because the eyes really are on us now, and we're being given so much opportunity to just experience a whole new, I guess, league. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Well, perfect time for you to be in the league, perfect time for you to be in the district. Thank you so much, Cotie McMahon, joining us today. All right, stay with us. We've got more.
All right, there you have it. Cotie McMahon talking with her local ABC 7 station up, I guess, in DC. I'm not familiar with their TV stations, so I presume that's a DC channel. Listen, I like her confidence. I think she's a tremendously confident player, and I think that's a major positive for any young player to have that type of confidence. I'm going to come in, I'm going to make an impact, I'm going to bring something to the table. And she really seems like that's what she's looking to do. The conversations with the coach and talking about just be you, that's important, because for these younger players, these rookies, this is the problem that exists within the WNBA and its entire setup is you have no time to actually get acclimated. I know she lost in the second round, but even for that, it was a month between when she lost and when the draft took place. Like, you look at Lauren Betts or Angela Dugalich, who played in the national championship, or Rory Harmon, who played in the Final Four. They had 2 weeks. Heck, not even 10 days for Rory Harmon, a week for Dugalich and Betts. And you don't really have a chance to get anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, you don't get to improve. There's no way you're not going to improve your game. Like, your game is your game. This year, you are who you are. And that's for any college women's basketball player coming into year one. You are who you are. Just be you. Just be who you are. Because she's not going to become a 40% three-point shooter overnight. She's going to have to work on that part of her game because she's still a guard, and you are guard small forward. You don't want to have a guard small forward who can't make a jump shot. Like, that's obviously really important. And when I say jump shot, I mean a consistent 3-point shot. Like at the very least, if she can shoot 35 to 37% from three, she's effective from 3-point range, and she's someone you have to guard out there. The problem that when you're shooting 28, 29% from three, they're going to sag off of you. So that dribble drive game, that that physicality and downhill game, well, it may not have the same impact on this level if you're no one if they don't guard you and respect your jump shot. If y'all don't understand what I'm saying, like if I'm sagging off of you, you're not going to have that same ability to dribble drive because I'm sagging so far off that you're going to have to take that jump shot. Now, you develop that, you change your game, but realistically, I mean, her confidence is really high. It's and you knew it would be. You could see her attitude and how she plays basketball. She plays ball with a chip on her shoulder. You know, she's a scorer. She's a scorer. She's not a shooter. She's a scorer. And physically strong. You can see she has a strong mental space. But shot selection needs to get better. She needs to remember that she's now not the best player on the court, not the best player team, at least for right now. Could that change? Honestly, realistically, and some people may not agree with me on this one, Cotie McMahon has a chance to be the best player on this team. She has that chance. And the reason she has that chance is that she was a true number one option. Sonia Citron was not a number one option ever. Neither was Kiki Iriff at USC. Lauren Betts was the number one option. I don't know if Shakira Austin was number one option in college. I don't know. I really don't know. Rory Harmon was not a number one option. She's a point guard. Like Georgia Amore was the number one option, but she was injured all last year, and she's 5'6", so you're not gonna have a 5'6" guard be your number one scorer, number one option more than likely in WNBA. But she has the physicality, she has the build, she has the strength, she has the motor, she has the IQ, she has the mental toughness, and of course the physical toughness and ability to finish at the rim, get hit, go to the free throw line. Like she is gonna be good, man. I mean, when I say good, she's gonna be good. And if it wasn't for Lauren Betts, because I think Lauren Betts right now is a bit ahead of her because she's 6'7". And I thought Lauren Betts was an obvious number one overall pick. Those three teams screwed up. They let Washington get her, and Washington hit the jackpot because they got her and they got McMahon, and then they got Harmon in the third round. I thought that was jackpot city for them. But realistically, she has a shot to be rookie of the year. To me, when I look at the landscape of the league and I look at the players and where they went, I look at her. I look at Miles, Betts, and her. And you know what? It just so happens that those three players, Olivia Miles, Lauren Betts, and Cotie McMahon, were all the only number one options in this draft this past season at their respective colleges. You think it's a coincidence? I don't, because it's all here. It's all about this and that mentality to be that number one option. Now, I don't think she's going to be that this year. But I think it will help her and be potentially becoming rookie of the year. Because I think this year's rookie of the year race is very, very wide open. I think last year, even Paige was the rookie of the year in my opinion. Now, some people would argue Sonia Citron. I wouldn't. Paige was better than her. But as the number one option, she did what she did as the number one option. But what it comes down to is it was also a bit of a popularity contest. In this case, I don't think there's a popularity contest going on here. So I think whatever player plays the best will win the award, because they're not going to be sitting in a situation where they got to worry about, oh, well, they're a fan favorite or they're a media darling or whatever. There's nothing to worry about in this, because I don't think there's any media darling or fan favorite in this draft class. I really don't. So I like what she had to say. I like her attitude as a hooper. I think she's really good. And For those that don't like her, you probably don't like her because you have to play against her. Like the college teams, the college fans. Like, I mean, I'm a Clarkie. I'm a Caitlin Clark fan. I couldn't stand her when she played Caitlin Clark because she's a dog, bro. Like, I couldn't stand her. But I know that like the players that you can't stand are the players that you would love to have on your team. At least me. That's how I operate. I mean, I can't speak for anybody else. I know how I roll. Players I don't like when they play against me are typically the players that I would love to play for me. That's how I've always been. Because they are that I don't I only the only reason I don't like them is because they're probably just that good. So hey, y'all let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like the video, hype the video, share the video. We'll be doing a lot of these this week because there's a number of other videos I see here from this news station, at the very least, doing the interviews with players, which I think is great because Washington Mystics on YouTube doesn't publish a whole lot. So we're gonna get as much content as out there as we can. But we thank you, we appreciate you, and be sure to like, subscribe, follow, subscribe. Washington. This is Washington Mystics Unfiltered. Let's go.